Hello, welcome. I'll just give a minute or two for people to realise that I'm here. I don't know how it works, but it seems that people take a second or two to just find the page and find their way in. So I want to welcome you all to, yes, it's under several names these days. It's Enchanting the Void, the singing group, Earth songs I'm offering, but it's under the umbrella of Sovereign Earth. So these are offered, this is offered for the earth, offered for the Great Mother. And it's kind of like an earth service, a service for the earth. And we're going to sing and join together in singing. And it's lovely to see a couple of people coming up, a few names, just to reassure me that I'm not isolated entirely here. Sarah Tolbert, Isalinda Damas, John and Lynn, John King and Lynn. Lovely, that's beautiful. Faithful friends. So I've been doing a Tuesday version of Sovereign Earth for, well, quite a few months now, nearly a year soon. And that's on a Tuesday evening at 8. I'd recommend it for anybody who wants lifting. I mean, a couple of people have said it's their dose of happiness in the week, Sovereign Earth. At least they're all on there. There's 36 episodes ranging from humility to presence, to kindness, to gratitude, all these things with songs and prayers. They're all on the Enchanting the Void Facebook page or on YouTube under JJ Middleway, Sovereign Earth. There's a few more joining and then we'll have a song. Eva Linknecht, Andrea Kreischeveld, I can't pronounce that. Melanie Mamakos from California. Rachel O'Reilly, Sergio Braden, Angelica Minier, Thierry Mona, Andrea, Lydia, Jordan. Anyway, welcome all. Let's have a song. And this is to welcome you all in, old and new, friends, old, friends new. Actually, we'll do it call and response. I'll help you with the response, but let the circle be wide round the fireside. Your turn. Let the circle be wide round the fireside, and we'll all make room for you. Your turn. And we'll all make room for you. Next line. Let your heart feel no fear, for there's no strangers here. Let your heart feel no fear, for there's no strangers here. Just friends that you never knew. Just friends that you never knew. And then all together. Let the circle be wide round the fireside, and we'll all make room for you. Let your heart feel no fear, for there's no strangers here. Just friends that you never knew. Just friends that you never knew. Let the circle be wide round the fireside, and we'll all make room for you. Let your heart feel no fear, for there's no strangers here. Just friends that you never knew. Just friends that you never knew. Let the circle be wide round the fireside, and we'll all make room for you. Let your heart feel no fear, for there's no strangers here. Just friends that you never knew. Just friends that you never knew. Just So we're going to have another song in a moment. Just while we're still landing and still a few people joining, it's lovely to see quite a lot of you from what I can see without glasses, just faintly up there. I'm going to take the risk of showing you what I can see from my window. I'm going to take the risk of taking the camera out for a minute, going over to the window. It's dusk, so maybe it's a bit too dark. We'll see. I wonder if it'll still show. So I'm going over to the camera. I'll stay with you. That's my drum falling over, if you can hear it. So, and then coming round, oh, it's probably a bit dark. But I'm opening the window, and you might hear the bird song. And you might hear the stream. I don't know if you can see the plum blossom on the trees. And the daffodils at the bottom. Okay, I'm coming back in, coming back. So I'm trying to fix you back on here. Let's see. And I'm coming back round. Join you again. Retrieve my drum. So I'm not sure if the camera was able to pick that up, but I took the risk of showing you the beauty of what lies out there, the stream, the daffodils, the plum trees with their blossom, and the birds just singing their nighttime chorus. So the hearts there suggest it transmitted. Yeah, thank you. Looks like you've got a sense of how lucky I am. So let's have another song. These are landing songs. Those of you who are familiar and have joined me over the years, I tend to do 2 or 3 songs just to become present. So this comes from the Iona community. Iona's a special place in my heart, a place of pilgrimage and magic. So the words take, oh take me as I am, summon out what I may be, set your seal upon my heart and live in me. So just listen to it, and I'd encourage you and invite you and welcome you to join in singing. That's the whole point. We're this global grove, these songs around the earth, enveloping and enfolding her in our wings of heartful love. Take, oh, take me as I am. Summon out what I shall be. Set your seal upon my heart and live in me. Take, oh, take me as I am. Summon out what I shall be. Set your seal upon my heart and live in me. Once more all together. Take, oh, take me as I am. Summon out what I shall be. Set your seal upon my heart and So welcome everyone. It's lovely to be forming up and gathering in circle. I can see a lot of you there, and just through my blurred vision, I see that there are. You're with me. I feel it anyway. It's interesting. 2 or 3 people who are normal members of the group where we sing. I've been in touch with them. And it's been said more than once that it feels as intimate, it feels as fresh and as real and as natural as if we were all in the space in the roundhouse or in the yurt in the garden. So I hope some of that communicates itself, whether you're in Canada, California or Caracas. So let's have one more song and then we'll link in more fully. Simple one, honouring the elements. Earth, my body, water, my blood, air, my breath, and fire, my spirit. Earth, my body, water, my blood, air, my breath, and fire, my spirit. Earth, my body, water, my blood, air, my breath, and fire, my spirit. Earth, my body, water, my blood, air, my breath, and fire, my spirit. Earth, my body, water, my blood, air, my breath, and fire, my spirit. Earth, my body, water, my blood, air, my breath, and fire, my spirit. Earth, my body, water, my blood, air, my breath, and fire, my spirit. Earth, my body, water, my blood, air, my breath, and fire, my spirit. Earth, my body, water, my blood, air, my breath, and fire, my spirit. Earth, my body, water, my blood, air, my breath, and fire, my spirit. Earth, my body, water, my blood, air, my breath, and fire, my spirit. Earth, my body, water, my blood, air, my breath, and fire, my spirit. So the invitation now is to join in circle around this centerpiece here, this simple altar of with sand and triple spiral, candle in the middle and rose petals around the edge, and my gold oak leaf signifying my druid path over there. So here's the simple altar, and we join in circle wherever we are around the globe, global grove. So taking a hand either side, you might have somebody literally next to you in the room with you, or if you're on your own like me, it's easy to bring to mind and bring into awareness all of you in a big circle, like a huge circle of trees around this central candle. And let's just share 3 breaths. First deep breath, take a breath for the earth beneath us. And in unison, all together, we take a breath for the sky above. And a third breath for the waters that surround the land on which we currently sit or stand. Deep breath. So coming into presence, feeling this connection. So it's normal when I'm in a circle with, say, 20 or 30 people, we each say our name and we put a quality into the circle, into the cauldron, as I think of it. So in a moment I'm going to say my name and I'll put a quality in. And then I'm going to allow space for you to say your name and put a quality in. And if there's 2 of you there, I'll allow another breath for somebody else's name and a quality. And we're putting all these qualities in to the mix. And it would be lovely if so later, yes, at some point, at the right point, you'll know when, just put your, say what your quality is, your name and your quality. So I'll start. I'm JJ. Peace. And you are, and you put in and another one, someone else's name, and you put in the quality of. So however many of us there are, we've put all these qualities into the mix, into this space, to sustain, to guide and nourish us as we travel together. So I call on Great Spirit, the spirit of this land, whatever word's right for you, the mystery, the nameless, the beauty of the universe. I call in this moment on behalf of all of us, guidance, protection, inspiration and blessing on this our journey of song, in reverence for the earth, with a touch of mirth thrown in, playfulness along with the prayerfulness, offering these songs and these tunes and this harmony and this unity. We offer it to the earth for the well-being of this sacred earth, that nature may come to be central to our vision and to our nourishment and to our inspiration as a species, as a people, as tribes. So we'll share 3 Arwens together to seal this. So the Arwen is an old word of these lands. It's Welsh. It's known in Welsh now, Arwen, although that language was once spoken more widely over the whole of these islands in ancient times. And thanks to Christopher Hughes, the interpretation he gives to the Arwen is this. The R is breath. Ah, figures, doesn't it, breath. And the Wen is holy or sacred, blessed. So sacred breath. We share 3 sacred breaths. Deep breath. Just enjoying this moment in silence for a moment. Breathing in, I calm my body. Breathing out, I smile. dwelling in this present moment. I know it to be a beautiful moment. So just squeezing the hands either side and coming back into presence with yourself, with the earth. So this notion of, I'm just going to have a drink of water. This notion of being unified through our presence, albeit it's not literally here, but the virtual presence is somehow tangible and real. That's how I experience it, and others have told me the same. I can feel your presence. I feel this circle of beings, fellow travellers. Now there's an old Gaelic chant, Coshinnata Endoenta, Coshinnata Endoenta, and it translates as the Gaelic from the Western Isles of Scotland, I believe. And it translates as we unite, so the worlds unite. So as we unite, so the worlds unite. And it's always been my sense that something much bigger, much more holy, sacred, much more significant, something happens beyond us. We offer this in simplicity, but there's as we unite, so the worlds unite. So I'll sing it, and please join in if you care to. Coshinnata Endoenta, 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 Coshinnata Endoenta. So there's something very restful about that for me, something very soothing. It's also rhythmic. You can imagine rowing to that, or sewing to that, or any number of tasks. But singing makes a task much more enjoyable. If you have to sew nets, fishing nets all day, you can imagine singing makes it a much more communal, enjoyable experience. Same with rowing. Who knows? I'm just feeling into it. Now, I want to share, Jeff Buckley was a great singer. He died very young, but he sang some great songs. And he said there's no such thing as good singing. Think about that. He said there's no such thing as good singing. He said there's only present or absent. There's only present or absent. And I expect that was his response to someone said you're a really good singer. And you can also turn that saying around, there's no such thing as bad singing. There's only present or absent. So anyone out there who doubts their capacity to sing, it's not about singing, it's about being present. So I'll just sing this and you can pick it up as we go along. I'll try and make sure I enunciate and pronounce the words clearly so you can hear what I'm singing. Please join in. I love you so, 'cause you help me see the beauty in all is the beauty in me. For I'm in you and you are in me, 'cause I'm in you and you are in me. I am one now, I am one with thee, one with the clouds and the wind in the trees. I am one now, I am one with thee, one for all of eternity. For I'm in you and you are in me. For I'm in you and you are in me. I am one now, I am one with thee, one with the clouds and the wind in the trees. I am one now, I am one with thee, one for all of eternity. For I'm in you and you are in me. For I'm in you and you are in me. I am one now, I am one with thee, one with the clouds and the wind in the trees. I am one now, I am one with thee, one for all of eternity. For I'm in you and you are in me. For I'm in you and you are in me. I am one now, I am one with thee, one with the clouds and the wind in the trees. I am one now, I am one with thee, one for all of eternity. For I'm in you and you are in me. For I'm in you and you are in me. For I'm in you and you are in me. For I'm in you and you are in me. I am one now, I am one with thee, one with the clouds and the wind in the trees. I am one now, I am one with thee, one for all of eternity. For I'm in you and you are in me. For I'm in you and you are So you might be able to hear, you might hear some clicking going on. It's the fire behind me as it expands and contracts as the fire heats it up and when it cools again. It's like it's breathing, but you can hear it as the clicking as the metal expands. Here's a more earthy song. All round Mother Earth, bring her into birth, sweet creatress of the night and day. Bring your spirit through, rest our thoughts in you, guide our feet in the natural way. Can be creatress or creatrix, whichever suits. All round Mother Earth, bring her into birth, sweet creatrix of the night and day. Bring your spirit through, rest our thoughts in you, guide our feet in the natural way. All round Mother Earth, bring her into birth, sweet creatress of the night and day. Bring your spirit through, rest our thoughts in you, guide our feet in the natural way. All round Mother Earth, bring her into birth, sweet creatress of the night and day. Bring your spirit through, rest our thoughts in you, guide our feet in the natural way. All round Mother Earth, bring her into birth, sweet creatress of the night and day. Bring your spirit through, rest our thoughts in you, guide our feet in the natural way. All round Mother Earth, bring her into birth, sweet creatress of the night and day. Bring your spirit through, rest our thoughts in you, guide our feet in the natural way. All round Mother Earth, bring her into birth, sweet creatress of the night and day. Bring your spirit through, rest our thoughts in you, guide our feet in the natural way. All round Mother Earth, bring her into birth, sweet creatress of the night and day. Bring your spirit through, rest our thoughts in you, guide our feet in the natural way. All round Mother Earth, bring her into birth, sweet creatrix of the night and day. Bring your spirit through, rest our thoughts in you, guide our feet in the natural way. So those of you who know me know that I have something I call a book of shinings. It's a book of poems, songs, all the songs I sing all the poems and lots of songs and scribbles of writings, I want to share a poem with you that seems fitting for this time, these strange times in which we live. But this poem was written, well, years ago, but it fits for me, and I'm lucky I can walk up the valley, up the hill, in solitude and quietness, and I hope we can all, although we're holed up, stay at home is the message, but I hope we get the chance to commune with nature in some way. That's solace, that medicine, that healing. But anyway, this is a poem by Wendell Berry. When despair for the world grows in me. When despair for the world grows in me. And I wake in the night at the least sound, in fear of what my life and my children's lives may be. And I wake in the night at the least sound, in fear of what my life and my children's lives may be. I go and lie down where the wood drake rests in his beauty on the water, and the great heron feeds. I come into the peace of wild things. I come into the peace of wild things, who do not tax their lives with forethought or grief. I come into the presence of still water, and I feel above me the day-blind stars waiting with their light. For a time, I rest in the grace of the world and am free. For a time, I rest in the grace of the world and am free. So what I'd like to invite us to do at this juncture, I tend to play it spontaneously. This just feels right at this time, this moment. I'm going to just model this. I'm going to light a candle and make a wish. I can say it out loud, or I can just do it silently. I don't know yet what's in my heart in this moment. Something simple. Love and compassion for this earth. So you can say it, or you can feel it and voice it internally or externally. I'm going to light two more candles, one for each of the spirals. So I'm lighting this on your beat. Well, you can be with me. You can light your own from wherever you are. But I'm doing this on behalf of whoever might benefit. And one more. If you've done it, yeah. Some of you, I know there's couples, some of you are watching with others. So there's a third candle. I invite you to put your wishes and your words and your prayers and intentions into this. It's rather beautiful. I've never done it in that way before. So I'm going to invite us to share a couple of minutes or so of silence, just meditating, just being present in the breath. I'll sound a bell in a moment. A couple of minutes of being and offering prayers to whoever, for whatever. You'll know, I'll know. So I didn't know what would come up for me, but not surprisingly, and perhaps the situation we're in, my thoughts, my prayers, and I'm sure many of us go to the all of those who are suffering and all of those who are struggling to breathe, and all those in the front line who are supporting and serving and trying to treat and to just being caring and loving and stretched in this time. So our prayers, whatever your prayers were, they're all in the mix. Some of you might want to share a little bit later. I will read all the comments later, and I look forward to that. Lovely. Okay. It feels very powerful to me. There's something about this format and coming together. We're all somehow present here through this. So let's have another song. Every breath taken in by the woman who loves and by the man who loves goes to fill the water trough where the spirit horses drink. Where the spirit horses drink. So if you're in the North America or in the States or Canada, the words are water tank, I think you have out there, but that's a bit clumsy in English. And water trough is the word I use here. A bit softer. Water tank is a bit of a clank. But if it fits, use it. I shall go with water trough. Every breath taken in by the woman who loves, and by the man who loves, goes to fill the water trough where the spirit horses drink. Where the spirit horses drink. Every breath taken in by the woman who loves, and by the man who loves, goes to fill the water trough where the spirit horses drink. Where the spirit horses drink. Every breath taken in by the woman who loves, and by the man who loves, goes to fill the water trough where the spirit horses drink. Where the spirit horses drink. Every breath taken in by the woman who loves, and by the man who loves, goes to fill the water trough where the spirit horses drink. Where the spirit horses drink. Every breath taken in by the woman who loves, and by the man who loves, goes to fill the water trough where the spirit horses drink. Where the spirit horses drink. Every breath taken in by the woman who loves, and by the man who loves, goes to fill the water trough where the spirit horses drink. Where the spirit horses drink. Every breath taken in by the woman who loves, and by the man who loves, goes to fill the water trough where the spirit horses drink. 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 So I hope that for you, as it is for me, there's a place of tranquility, there's a place of stillness, a place of healing within the unease, the dis-ease and the discomfort that's around and ongoing. There's a place always for peace and for sharing our humanity. And so by singing and sharing this time, this space, for me, that does replenish the water trough with love. And I hope those who are thirsty, the frontline staff, the ones who are pushed to their limits, they can go and drink from some of this and get some sustenance and some comfort and some healing from whatever's being offered into this pool right now. So I'm going to finish off with one more song, and then we'll draw it together, just offering it into the world. So what am I going to suggest for singing? This wasn't on the agenda, but this is coming in the moment. It's a very healing, very soothing, restful, calming song. Only 3 words, and again it comes from the Gaelic, as I understand it, from the Western Isles of Scotland, the home of my fathers. My father was from Scotland. Caim agus Cura. And I'll share this, there's a story that goes with it. So 3 simple words, Caim agus Cura. Caim is horizon. Agus is and the 3rd word is coracle. Coracle, for those who don't know, it's a small boat, kind of like half a walnut, made out of hazel and skins of animal skins. It's the old way of sailing on the sea and in those islands for many centuries and possibly millennia. So horizon and coracle. Now those words have a relationship in the Gaelic. Caim agus Cura. Caim, the horizon, and it has a relationship to the coracle. They're linked. And if you were to imagine for a moment being at sea in a boat, a coracle, and the rim of the edge of the coracle is your near horizon, and then the sea meeting the sky is your far horizon. I think if you can get that relationship, they're different horizons, but they're linked in the song and they're linked in the language. And as we sing it, it's a very breathful. It's very easy to imagine you're on the sea and it's the swell of the sea. Waves on the shore, or each wave as the boat is lifted and then back into the trough of the wave. I think it's a very, very healing, great. Let's offer this to all those who are in plight, suffering with this current situation. Let's offer this. So I'll just sing it, and I invite you to join in with me, and then we'll just dwell in silence a little bit at the end. So I feel a deep peace amongst us all. I can feel it here and beyond. So I invite us all to link hands again, as we did earlier on at the start. To link hands in this global grove, honouring Sovereign Earth, our Mother, the true Sovereign, the source of our life in conjunction with the Sun. So long neglected, but now coming back into a greater awareness. So we link hands in this grove, maybe with a circle of trees beyond us, outside us, enclosed ourselves, circle of people supported and held by a beautiful grove of trees. And as we link hands, we honour in being present to this moment, the beauty of this moment, aware of a huge circle of people right around the globe, right now, here, us, coming together in heartfulness and song. And we're going to finish by sharing 3 breaths. I invite us to share 3 last breaths, these ones. First breath, we take in the beauty of the energy that we've shared and woven and spun and that is available to us in this space. We take a breath for ourselves so that we can be nourished and come from a place of refreshment. Deep breath. And a second breath, we're going to offer some of this beautiful energy we've created together. And we're going to offer it out to our friends, our families, our neighbourhoods, our tribe, our communities and beyond, across the globe, for all the people. This is for people. Deep breath. And this third breath we offer out for the good of all beings, for all sentient beings. What does that mean? It means all beings which have a presence and, as I would say, a consciousness. And I include in that streams, the earth itself, mountains, trees, all creatures, all animals, all plants. We offer this out, this healing energy, this beautiful song energy, for the benefit of all of those. Deep breath. So just squeezing hands either side and acknowledging whoever's virtually present or for real, and just bring your hands back to your sides. And so I hope you've enjoyed this journey together. Earth service, I call it Earth service because it's in service to the earth, but it's a sovereign earth, earth songs, heart songs, soul songs. Okay, and the final thought just to take with you is as Jeff, what was his name? I've forgotten. Yeah, the quote from earlier, it'll come to me, his surname. His father was called Tim and he was called Jeff. Anyway, he said, there's no such thing, there is no good singing. There's only present and absent. And I think that's a lovely one. So I'm going to blow these candles out and offer this energy to you and to the world. Maybe you can join me. You're blowing one now. All together the other one. And finally, big puff from everyone. Lovely. I offer that out. And then I'll switch off and I'll get a cup of refreshment, and then I'll join you all later for reading the comments. Bye, lots of love.